Greetings Boffins, welcome to the Boffin Lab. I'm Mardor Taran and this is a Nano-Guide for Ark Survival Evolved. This guide is about the basics of building. There's a lot of tricks and special features you need to know about it, but we'll just cover the absolute basics to begin with. To get a structure, you need one of two things, either a pillar or a foundation. I've put the wooden foundations into my tool belt to make it easier to place. I've selected it and I have this green shadow showing where I'm allowed to put it. If I am in a place where it's obstructed, the item will be red and it won't let me place it. If it's green, it's ready to go. You can right click and cancel your placement, or left click to put it down. One important thing to understand: there is no way to level ground in this. So you're going to need to choose a place that's largely level so that you have enough room for your entire structure. There are ways to deal with it, but that's an advanced technique and we'll look at it later. Place your first structure by pushing your left mouse button. Now, you want another one. If you move your structure close to the foundation you've already placed, it will snap to the side of the structure. And you'll notice that sometimes it'll compensate for unusual terrain as well. Left click to place it and you have a continuous floor. Now, let's look at walls. I have walls in my 6th slot and these will snap to the edges of each foundation, creating rooms and outer walls. Placing them is the same as always. You can attach walls like this and quickly build yourself a little room. You can see how it works. I've run out of walls. However, ceilings or floors for upper levels work basically the same way. However, there is a limit to how far they can hang out off the end of a foundation. It seems to be 2 blocks. And then it needs support. You can support it with pillars, and this is how you deal with unstable ground. But it's also how you put a roof on. Now, there's a couple of other special structures, and the doorway is a good example of it. This is a combined structure. It requires a door frame and you then snap a door into it. It'll snap to the middle of the door and that gives you an access point with which to use. It automatically comes locked and you can set it to unlock. If you put something in the wrong place, you can demolish it, get 10% of the materials back, and fix the problem. It's possible to set pin codes on doors and windows and various other structures, but there are only 2 reasons to do it. Some structures you can access the inventory if it doesn't have a pin code, so it's a way of locking it, so only the people who know the pin can access it. The other advantage of pin codes is that people who are not in your tribe, if they know the pin, can enter through a door or open a window. This will have advantages if you make alliances in the game, but sometimes it can be a disadvantage. If your pin is particularly easily guessed, people can get in without any problem. I would seriously consider not bothering building anything out of thatch except as an experiment to see whether you can fit everything you want onto the area that you're going to build. Use thatch as a roughing out technique. Wood structures can be destroyed by triceratops or anything bigger than that. And if you have some sort of metal tool, you will do damage to it very easily. They're a very insecure option. Frankly, a tribe should consider them only as very temporary. Make a little base out of it, upgrade it as fast as you can. Stone is your best option. Stone can be damaged very slowly with metal tools. It can be damaged with explosives, and the Gigantosaurus can eat them. However, stone structures will limit who can get into your base considerably, and random survivors just won't stop and try and kill you simply because it's easy to enter your base. When you're constructing your base, start with a small base to begin with and then expand. You need to secure your home first. Don't go and plan out a 50 by 50 structured base with walls, dino gates and everything until you have your main secure area sorted. When building dino pens, you're going to have to put a roof on it. It's rather important because it's possible to shoot over walls at dinosaurs and kill them. It's also possible to pick up dinosaurs with flying dinosaurs and kill them. If you have a completely enclosed structure, the chances you're going to lose your tames is a great deal less. This is the basics of building structures. There'll be more on how to build pipework and electrical networks later on down the track, and we'll cover some advanced techniques like using pillars and ceilings, ramps, dinosaur doors, etc. That's it for this guide. Have fun, keep surviving.